we're just going to hit you real quick this week because I want to tell you about the class that's coming up. I said something about it last week, but it was kind of buried inside of a lot of yak because we had a live video. So I just want to step it out a little bit for you. We're going to have Uptown Boho 2 starting May 23rd. Now, what is that? Well, it's an extension of the Boho class we had about 2 years ago, where we learned how to make sari flowers and we sewed everything together, and it's really different for us. You know, we didn't use a lot of hard product. It was mostly fabric, and we had a ball with it. And in fact, this last bell armor, which was like for spring, featured the last necklace we made in that class. So it's in there. So if you have access to a Bell Armor magazine, you can find that article by me written about that. Big, it was huge. I don't have it here. They haven't sent it back yet, but it's a big, big necklace. The necklace we made a couple weeks ago in the regular, videos, it was a little bit that feeling, but it was nothing like that. Everything was sewed down and the flowers were all handmade. It was really something. This time, I had in mind to go with the boho feeling, but we would do, I had it written down, some things that are not jewelry. How about a frame? We've never done a frame in here because I didn't have access to enough flowers, but I don't know if you saw this stuff that was on the table here, but this whole mat is covered with flowers, and I have bags on bags of these. So we have no shortage of flowers, and these are not expensive, which is woohoo nice. And then, so we'll be able to make frames and all kinds of cool stuff. I thought we would make a headband. Now you could extend that, just using your thinking cap and think of how you could make that a fascinator or something else, more than just a simple thing. We'll talk about that the week we do that. So you'll be needing tool for that week, which I will send you some tool in your kit. Tool is not hard to find, and it's cheap. Woohoo! Another thing, it doesn't cost a lot. Yay! So we'll be doing that. Maybe we'll do a little box. So I thought maybe we could even try some little bottles and stuff, because this stuff can be applied to bottles. Decoupage paper, we do for tissue decoupage, great on bottles. Rhinestone chain, great on bottles. Bits of this and that, a busted earring, whatever, good on bottles. Old labels, good on bottles. So we could have some fun with that. So this class will be kind of like a feeling of vintage Victorian, but boho too. It's going to be a nice mix, and we're going to start doing some mixed media projects that aren't jewelry, and I think you'll get a kick out of them, because a lot of the friends at the Bisou Boutiques Creative Group have been asking, why don't we do something besides jewelry? Do we have to always do something besides jewelry? And I was kind of brain dead and couldn't come up with anything, but all of a sudden I started getting ideas, and I'm like, this could be so cool. This could be so fun, So that's, I think, what we're going to do. So here's how it's going to work. Javi this weekend is making on the classes and muses section of BisouBoutiques.com, my website, not Etsy, my website. She is going to make a button for you to sign up for the class, so it'll be really, really easy for you. The class costs $99.95, and that includes the class, all the class. Even if I run over and have to have an extra day, all the class. It includes a little kit for you too, to get you started. And we're going to pay the postage on that too. And, if you don't have video access to Uptown Boho 1 and you sign up for this class, I'm going to give it to you, which is like $60 value. But if you sign up for this class, it might be nice if you could see that last class. You might not want to watch the whole thing, but there are things in there that you might want to see, like making a really elegant sari ribbon flower or ribbon rose, just parts of it that you might find helpful. So we're going to do at least that, and maybe we'll do some different earrings and stuff like that. I've been wanting to explore some really pretty earrings with bits of tulle tucked in. I see it done, and I'm just fascinated. I love them. So maybe we'll try something like that too. But anyway, that's how it's going to work. Starts May 23rd. It's $99.95. You can go to bisouboutiques.com to classes and muses. And once we get it up, we'll put a link down in the description. We don't have one right this minute, but we will very soon. In the interim, you can contact me, Brenda Sue Lansdowne. You can call us, 1-800-868-4393. And you can use a credit card that way. Contact us at jordan@bisouboutiques.com, and that'll come through, and we'll get your message that way. Or on Facebook Messenger, Brenda Sue Lansdowne. You can do it that way. So you can call us, you can email, you can messenger me, whatever. I do need to mention, though, with the class comes a classroom where you can post pictures, show me what you're doing, show me what you're doing that you're having trouble with. You know, I'm very, very available. But for this class, for you to get your URLs every week, because, you know, we give them to you right before the class starts, because that's how we have to do it, because it's live. You need to be in that classroom to get them. You know, the URLs. So you're going to want to be on Facebook so we can put you in that classroom. Now, if by chance you don't buy this at this time, you see this little program we're making here down the road a few months, whatever, a year, and you say, hey, well, I wish I could have taken it. Guess what? You can. Because we archive all of our classes. And you can get them that way. And by that time, you don't need to have a URL every week in a classroom because it's all on like a tree. You know, you click it to the class and it's all there. You can choose what you want, like a playlist, right? So it's all good. We've been doing this for a while, guys. We're not new to it. You know, we can always improve, and we're trying hard to. But how long do you think, Javi? About 4 or 5 years we've been doing classes like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what this one's going to be. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's low cost because for that you're going to get a ton of stuff. Like, once again, you're getting the class sessions. You're getting a little kit of stuff. We're paying a postage on that. Also, if you don't own Uptown Boho 1, the class that we did a couple of years ago, which was a long class, I will give it to you if you don't have it. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, that's how this goes. So get hold of me. People are signing up already. There's really no limit to how many people can sign up, but I was kind of figuring on doing 25, 30 kits. And if I start getting low on things, it might be a little pause before I can get you your kit, you know, but we'll work it out with the time, because usually the classes go 30, 35 people, usually. So sign up, and I'll be glad to get you online on board to be in class on May 23rd. So it's every Friday, that's a Friday, until like the end of June it'll be, okay? So if you have any questions, let me know. You can ask in the comments of this video. And by the way, we do love your comments, and we invite them, and please make them, because please leave us a comment. We need your comments as always, and I respond to all of them. And if I don't, Javi gets real mad. Okay, so we'll see you soon, and I hope to see you in Uptown Boho 2 class. Bye.
Bye.